Is it? Do you still speak to Chris?
No, not. You know, I guess I talked to him about as much as I ever did anyway, which is hardly at all.
That's strange.
Everyone, you know, every once in a while, well, I can't even say that. It's probably been 6 months, but when the record first came out, I got a text message from him just saying like, hey, the record sounds good. Hope you're doing well, you know. You don't have to write me back if you don't want to. And I, you know, politely was like, you know, hey, I don't really know what to say, but thanks for the kind words. And I guess something like, you know, I hope you're happy. Not to be cocky, but hope you're happy because, you know, I'm not going to pretend that we're friends. I'm not going to pretend that what you did and how you did it wasn't very mature, you know, from my point of view. But
do you still feel resentment towards him, or is
no, it's like
it's just over now?
Yeah, it's just like, you know, there's certain girls that you're just like, ooh, you know, I can't see her with another guy, and there's certain other ones that you're just like, have fun, you know, or like, I wish you the best. I don't have any feelings anymore. You know, if 10 years down the road, all of a sudden Dillinger was in a position and we had solved our problems and more or less Ben solved his problems with Chris and vice versa, would we ever do like a reunion tour? I don't know. I don't even want to say that because I don't think it would ever happen. But, you know, I don't want it to feel like I hate the guy. I just don't care, you know. I have a happy relationship. The band is still moving. I think we're all having more fun. You know, there's always going to be different variables with different people.
What do you think? Where does the Dillinger Escape Plan stand now? I mean, you're getting bigger and bigger. What do you think? Where do you ever speak about it? Where you
well, I mean, I think all of us have this perverse interest to see how big it can get. You know, we have no illusions about wanting to be an underground band, you know, out of spite for ourselves, you know. I still have ethics that, you know, the band has compromised. I don't always get my choice. I'm dealing with 5 people, but I respect them, and I like, again, the creative output is, to me, the primary function. So, you know, there's always going to be later if I want to do something a little bit more, you know, punk, so to speak. But, you know, right now it's just like, let's just keep growing as big as we can, and let's try to be as open-minded and as, you know, as loose as we can get. You know, we're constantly finding, you know, like I think Gil is an even more open-minded player than Chris was. So I hope that when we go to write with him, it's an even more open-minded record. Maybe it won't sound as schizophrenic or something. I don't know. But I'm interested in it just because I trust everybody I'm playing with, and I think that they're, you know, talented in, you know, either in songwriting or playing or both, or, you know, a nice balance of everything. So I don't know, it's hard to say. You know, I set my goals a little higher every time.
But do you speak about it? Maybe you say to each other, well, maybe we want to sell this many albums, or we want to play this venue, or we want to.
Yeah, I mean, you always have that. You always just spit it out. You know, like I still want to play Iceland. We want to play South America. You know, like those things come out. I want to play Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. You know, those things come out. You know, yeah, I want to do I want Chris Cunningham to direct a Dillinger video. I want to be able to do this. You know. Yeah, I don't know if we write them down as like goals, but I think we know like what we want, you know, and, you know, I don't care about driving a Bentley, you know, I don't give a, you know, I don't care how many houses my room or my, you know, how many houses I have in my house, how many rooms are in my house, you know, all this stuff. You know, I would like to be able to be in a position where the band can put more money into production. You know, I would love to have more money to buy, you know, better videos, better recordings, better this, you know, but, you know, just anything just to make the experience of the band better. You know, and I think that's really what we talk about. We talk about more creative freedom, you know, digital rights, you know, artwork, you know, that doesn't have to be compromised in some way because of this or that, you know. Some kind of, you know, we feel like we have lost a little bit of our creative integrity just because of some of the choices that we've made and some of the choices that our label has made for us.
Maybe one.
I would like to think that we would never have to play a Live Nation show. You know, I think Live Nation is kind of like the Walmart of the, you know, touring world. And although I understand that there is a way to do it, you know, I'm 1/5 of a band that doesn't completely agree with me. So, you know, things like that are like, you know, I still get to play. Again, that is my priority. You know, first and foremost, I want to play, and then start to make decisions based on that, or hopefully get into a position, you know, like Pearl Jam did 1,000 years ago, practically, where, you know, they stood up against Ticketmaster and they were like, you know what? And even if it didn't really crush Ticketmaster, it was some kind of, you know, they did take it to the, you know, take it to the line. They towed the line and they tried to make something happen. So, you know, there are things like that where I'd like to see that happen.